Good morning, everybody. We have Mihika Roy on the webinar. She is from University of Cincinnati. She is taking care of the admissions from India. Okay, and today she will be discussing about the programs, intakes, and the tuition fees of University of Cincinnati. And if you have any question at any point of time, please send your questions through the chat box or through Skype. At the end of the session, we will send all the questions to Mihika. And over to you, Mihika, now.
All right. Hello, guys. My name is Mihika, and I would be basically going through the presentation of the Cincinnati so that you can have at least basic details of University of Cincinnati. So I hope you're all able to see my screen here. So we'll go towards the first slide. So these are the few rankings of Cincinnati. One second. Yeah. So UC is ranked among top 200 globally. It is according to the US News and World Report. Then we have top ranked co-op and internships programs there. We are also Public University of the Year. We are number 3 in upcoming university. We also have top 10 international student satisfaction. Then we have top 25 public research university, and about 50 of our courses are among the 50 best of the courses according to the US News and World Report. So University of Cincinnati is a public university, and it's accredited to public research institution, and we have annual budget of $405 million. In terms of what kind of university we are, so we are tier 1 national university, and we are also very research heavyweight, as you could see. So what does research heavyweight means is basically that all of the students, even at an undergraduate level, would be able to take part in the research, and they would be able to increase their knowledge base according to the research which is already going on at the university. We are also the pioneers of co-op program. I will go through the co-op program in the next few slides. It's the best program that we offer at the university for the undergraduate students. So total enrollments are about 44,000 students. International students are about 3,000 in total. If you see, in India particularly, we have about 1,000 students. So 1,000 students, when I say it's graduate plus undergraduate, and in international students, it's about 1,160 undergraduate students, and graduate as 2,198. So where exactly is Cincinnati? It's a city of Cincinnati in the state of Ohio, which, if you see, is the Midwest of US. Okay. So we have about 11 colleges. We have more than 350 academic programs of study. We have well-known exploratory study center as well. We have internationally recognized faculty, 11 libraries within UC libraries, and though we are a huge university with more than 45,000 students on campus, our faculty to student ratio remains 18:1. What is the university basically well known for? It is that we provide all of our students with 100%, like 100% of the students with some kind of experiential learning, and that learning could be in the form of co-op, academic internships, clinical student teaching, research, performance, and service learning as well. So this is about co-op. I would definitely want to really understand this whole program, because this is one of the most important and the most why we are the most well known for. So co-op is basically a work study program. We invented co-op in 1906, so it's a pretty old and a very successful program at the university. If you could see the co-op schedule down here, this is for the undergraduate students. So undergraduate programs featuring co-op typically takes 5 years to complete, 4 years studying at UC, paying tuition, and 12 to 18 months of employment. And during the co-op schedules, there is no tuition payments. So how does this co-op work? In the first year, the students take up the regular courses, they meet their advisors and they go through their studies. In the second year onwards, they start alternating their semesters with academics and work. So when I say one semester, so there are 3 semesters in 1 year and each semester is about 4 months. So from second year onwards, if you see, in the fall, they are at the university and they're studying the regular courses. That is about 4 months. Then probably the next 4 months, they are co-oping. So when I say co-oping, so they are working in a company as a full-time employee and they're not coming to the university. So the 4 months that they are working, they're gaining experience there. How do they get the work experience as well is that we have specifically co-op advisors who are typically professors as well. What these co-op advisors do is they groom the students in terms of how to write a resume or how to give interview or probably how to make an impression, and they also have specific co-op classes which basically says what to do and what not to do and all of that. So in the years, from the second year onwards as well, these co-op advisors also help the students to list down a few companies which is according to their nature or interest, however it works out. And then after they list down the companies, the students apply on their own. After applying to different companies, they get a job application from one of the companies or probably job acceptance from one of the companies, and then they decide which company to join. So typically in the second year they work for 4 months, and from the third year onwards they can work for 2 co-op semesters. That's about 8 months. So when I say co-op, when I add up all the co-op semesters together, that's about 5 co-op semesters. Okay, and in these 5 co-op semesters, they are not coming to the university and they're also not paying any tuition fees to the university. I understand it is a little bit different from the other universities because undergraduate programs are typically 4-year program. But if you add the co-op schedules to it, you are gaining experiences along with the academics. So so in this typical co-op as well, when you're working, you're also earning money. You're earning anywhere between 1,700 to 2,500 per month. All right, so that's about $40,000 to $45,000 if I add up all the co-op earnings. This is one of the most important things, is that the students who are looking out to also bring down the costs of their education, co-op is going to help them out. So when I say companies, so which companies do they join, right? So we have over 1,500 partners, 16 countries, and they usually apply there. So what kind of companies they look at is, you can see a few companies named here: BP, BMW, Delta Airlines, Dell, Disney, General Electric, Hasbro, Hyatt, IBM, Intel, all of these kind of companies, right? So these could range from a Fortune 500 company to a startup company, so this is on the student's choice if they want to join a huge company or they want to join a startup company or how they want to start their career. So when I add up all the co-op earnings, it's about 1.5 year worth of experience in the industry even before they graduate, right? So these are the few benefits in terms of earnings and in terms of gaining experience. There are other few benefits that I personally believe that will also help the student, is that when they are alternating their semesters with academic, and they're also simultaneously studying about it and they're working on it, basically makes the student more stronger in the major that they are doing. They're also studying and then they're also working on that project, right? So this is one of the whole benefit, that their base gets stronger. Then another benefit that I personally think is that so even if I choose engineering as a major, we all know that engineering also has a lot of different uh, concentrations. Like if I even choose computer science has different softwares, different concentrations that I could study about. So when I co-op, when I go to a company and I work on the projects, I come to know which is my stronger point in that concentration, right? That is one benefit. Again, one more benefit here of co-op is that, so the co-op advisors who help you out in gaining the experience and finding the companies for you, these companies are not just in Cincinnati or in US. They are global opportunities. So they're not just getting national experience, they're also getting global experience. In terms of co-op, if you join engineering or if you join design and architecture, co-op is a mandatory thing that you have to do. And it is a part of your curriculum, and everybody has to take part in it. But other majors like business, arts and sciences, it's optional. Okay, you can choose to do co-op, you can also choose not to do it. You might confuse this with internships. How is it different from internship is that internships could be paid, it could be non-paid. It could be part-time or it could be a full-time as well. But co-op is a full-time work and with payment. And these students are working on the real-time projects of the company along with the employees. So that's one huge benefit of co-op. So as you could see, we are also number 4 in cooperative education program in the nation. So this co-op, to sum it up, it gives you experience of 1.5 years even before you graduate. It gives you earnings, that's about $40,000 to $45,000 if I add up all the co-op earnings. It gives you more clarity towards what kind of concentration are you strong in, and it also gives you global experience instead of a national experience. I hope this was clear to everybody. You can type in your questions and I will answer them at the end of the presentation. So I will quickly go through all of the colleges that we have. So this is the College of Business. So we have programs like accounting, business administration, business economics, entrepreneurship, finance, industrial management, information systems, international business, marketing, operations management, real management, all of that. So freshmen work on the real-world projects for clients, companies such as Procter & Gamble, Delta Airlines, and Cincinnati Reds. So even in the College of Business, they have a lot of real-time work experience. So 8 undergraduate specialties ranked among the top 15 public programs in the United States. Students can design their own degree with any over 12 majors and 15 minors. 400 of the companies listed on the Fortune 500 have a presence in Cincinnati. So the question comes to why a student should join the College of Business in University of Cincinnati, right? So except from the Silicon Valley, even Cincinnati is a city which is a business hub. How is it a business hub? So among the Fortune 500 companies, 10 of them are headquartered in Cincinnati and 400 of them have their offices in Cincinnati. What this means is that we have, the university itself has a very good and strong interrelation with the business outside. So these universities have something called guest lectures. So in terms of guest lectures, we have the CEOs and higher level management people coming in and giving those lectures. This also helps in networking and making connections with the business outside. So if you could see a few rankings here, we are number 6 quantitative analysis, number 16 finance, number 15 operations management, number 5 accounting, number 5 marketing, number 14 international business, number 10 economics. So we have very strong and very popular programs at the University of the College of Business as well. I'll move on to the College of Design, Architecture, Art and Planning, and in short we call it DAAT. It's a hip way of saying that. So it's Design, Architecture, Art and Planning. This is one of the most renowned and the most popular colleges of the university. We are among top 10 design schools. So if you see programs here, the programs are available as architecture, art history, communication design, fashion design, fine arts, industrial design, which is a product. And then we also have industrial design, which is only transportation, interior design, urban planning, and urban studies. So if you see the rankings again, the interior design is number 6. Industrial design is number 1. So industrial design is one of the most competitive programs that we have at the university. Number 18 is our Masters in Architecture. So we have 10 undergraduate majors and 2,000 undergraduate students. So though we are among the top 10 design schools, unlike other colleges, we don't require a portfolio for the undergraduate studies. How do we judge an application for the College of Design, Architecture, Art and Planning? It's the same as any other college. We would require your academic reports. We would require your high school reports. When I say high school, it's 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. Then we would require your SAT scores, we would require your English scores, and then the Common App itself. So for the application of any design school at our college, we don't require any portfolio. That's the good thing about the university. Moving on towards the College of Engineering. So we have all kinds of engineering available. Architectural engineering, biomedical, chemical, computer science, computer engineering, electrical engineering, freshman engineering, mechanical engineering. Again, the top majors which are really competitive are the mechanical engineering, computer science, computer engineering, and the chemical engineering. These four are the most competitive majors at the university. So again, the basic sellout of this college is the co-op program, where you basically work and study as well. This is the College of Arts and Sciences. So in the College of Arts and Sciences, we have almost every kind of major available, from pure sciences to psychology to humanities subjects to all kind of pre-professional degrees like pre-dentistry, pre-medicine, pre-pharmacy, pre-veterinary, pre-law. All of these kind of things are available at the College of Arts and Sciences. This is the College of Arts and Sciences is known because majorly of their research programs. They have amazing research programs. And then we also have something called an accent program, wherein you can put in one more year of your education and you can also get your master's degree. So these are the student services available at the university. You see international services, career development services, disability service office, learning assistance center, one-stop student center, and university ombuds. University ombuds is something where you can always come in and then ask any kind of question that you have. This is the average salary. So when I say average, this includes all the 11 colleges together. We don't have college-wise average salary because university. So the average salary is about $45,000, which includes students of arts and sciences as well as engineering students. So if I just consider engineering students, their average starting salary would be much more higher than this. 83% accepted a job offer or had a post-graduation plans. 80 of Fortune 500 companies hired UC. Companies like Apple, Citigroup, Coca-Cola, GE, Google, Johnson & Johnson, Kroger, Macy's, and they were employed in 42 states and numerous countries. We have 10 resident halls. We also have the #1 student recreation center. For all the undergraduate students, the first year is mandatory to stay on campus. After first year, it is their choice to stay on campus or off campus. So we have more than 400 student organizations. If you could see, we are also NCAA Division 1. Athletics, varsity, club, and intramural options are also there. When I say NCAA Division 1, so we're huge among sports as well. We host matches on the campus itself, if you could see one of the pics here. And students can also get involvement in terms of their student life. They could be part of anything they like. If they want to be a part of Skydiving group, they might be able to do that. If they want to be a part of book reading club, they can also do that. So we have all kinds of student organizations at the campus. So this is precisely where UC is. If you see, UC is quite centrally located. all of the big cities like Chicago, Detroit, Baltimore, Washington, Dallas, they're just about 1 or 1.5 hours flight away. So we're quite centrally located. In terms of weather as well, we don't have extremes. They're quite average weather as well. We also have a very strong study abroad program. So I understand the international students are already going abroad, but then they also have options of going abroad from US as well and studying about it. This is a little bit about the Cincinnati city. So we call it a big city with a small town charm. Arts and culture, festivals, professional sports, we have everything there. We are also among top 25 great places to live and great cities for young people. And if you must have read the news, we are also now one of the top cities over the US to be a place for the graduates. So even Washington is below us. So Cincinnati is one of the top cities. And one of the great cities, one of the great benefits about the city is also that we are among the top 5 most affordable cities. So again, with the question of bringing down costs of the undergraduate program, this also comes into picture. If you go to New York or Washington, of course, the living expenses increase. But if you come to Cincinnati, your living expenses also go down. What you can do within 4 miles of UC, so we have Cincinnati Zoo, Findlay Market. These are a few things for students that they can do. This is the tuition and fees. So if you see the undergraduate main campus, the tuition fees is about $26,000. So this is for the 2016-2017. We do not have our updated numbers as of yet, but since we are a public university, this might increase by about 1 or 2%, not more than that. So the living expenses comes to about $16,000. Health insurance is about $2,000, and the total comes to about $45,000. The other one, which is given as Blue Ash campus, that is our regional campus, and it offers a 2-year program, just like diploma here in India. So this is only available for mostly arts and sciences majors. So it's basically you could do 2 years at Blue Ash and then transfer to the main campus to complete your bachelor's. So you get an associate's degree in the Blue Ash campus. And the graduate programs, most of the programs are again the same costs, $26,000 for tuition fees. Living expenses comes to about $16,000, and the health insurance about $2,000. Everything comes to about $44,000 to $45,000. Our university also gives scholarships. So it's called UC Global Scholarship. The award ranges from $1,000 to $25,000, though the university average is $9,000 per year, renewable each year. How is this scholarship given out? We don't have a separate application for scholarship. The application itself, which is the common app, you can that itself is considered as a scholarship application as well. We decide on the basis of the SAT scores. So for SAT, the minimum requirement is 1240 out of 1600. Then on the basis of your English scores, IELTS we require, for arts and sciences we require 6.0, and for engineering programs we require 6.5, and minimum 5.5 on each section. Then if you're giving TOEFL, then the minimum requirement is 16.9 and 15 minimum on each section. Then we require a GPA. So the students do not have to convert their GPAs, but the requirement of a GPA is 3.0 out of 4, which is about 70 to 80% give or take all throughout their high school. And then we look at the other elements of the applications, which is the essay of the common app, the personal statement, extracurricular activities, if you have done some kind of community service, if you have a class rank, leadership qualities, and so on and so forth. So our deadlines look like this. We have a priority deadline December 1. This is for the fall that I'm speaking about. Then the other deadline is March 1. April 1 is the confirmation deadline. So I would also like to emphasize on this thing. So if the students want to apply in the majors of engineering or DAAT, which is the design, architecture, art and planning, they have to apply before December 1. Is because they're the most competitive and the most they're the majors which run out quickly. Right? So the seats are available on the first come first serve basis, and after December 1 the seats in the engineering programs as well as the DAAT programs are not available. So when I say apply, so your application of Common App as well as all the materials of the application should reach the university before the end of November in order to review your application by December 2. That's what we mean. So these are the requirements. So university minimums is 69, top selective programs like engineering and DAAT programs, that's 79. University minimum is 6, and then again engineering and DAAT program 6.5. We also consider PTE, university minimum is 46, top selective programs is 53. In SAT it's 480 plus 480, 20 on ACT and ELS if you have any ELS students. We also have programs for transfer students as well. So the students who have done their college here in India for a year or for 2 years and they want to transfer to the US, they can do that. They have the same application procedure, but they have to apply online. And we would also require a NACES accredited transcript of the college along with their high school transcripts. This is a little bit more on the deadlines. December 1, freshman early action deadline. So if you could see, they also mentioned applications for architecture, design, engineering, and applied science programs will only be considered after December 1 if space is available. And with my experience, these programs never have the space available after December 1. So if they want to apply in the engineering or the DAAT programs, they need to apply before December 1. March 1 is the freshman rolling deadline. So all of the other programs, business programs or the arts and sciences program, they can apply till March 1. Then July 1 is the transfer deadline. So we also have a spring intake. The spring deadline is November 1, okay, and they have to apply before the end of October. And the application for spring and fall, they both open in August. So these are a few pictures of the university. This is how it looks. We are also one of the most world's beautiful campus, and it's by Forbes magazine. And thank you so much. This is the end of the presentation. If you have any questions, could you please write it down here?
Thank you very much for the presentation.
Pleasure.
So I have a question. See, for the spring intake, right? What is the deadline for applications?
November 1.
November 1. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, we have a couple of questions already. The first
Great.
one is from Kirti. See, for your MS programs, right? Maybe the analytics programs or the information technology programs, do you accept Indian degrees of 3 years?
So this is a matter of a question that I can't answer is because we don't handle the master's admissions. And what I believe is that if you get your transcripts evaluated by one of the NACES accredited members, and if those credits are equivalent to a 4-year program, then yes, you can apply.
Okay, sure. The next question, Mihika, is from Abby. Is SAT required for all the programs?
Sorry, is?
Is SAT required for all the programs? Say your engineering, math, and business and all.
So for yeah, so for engineering, business, and for DAAT, the design, architecture, art, and planning, SAT is required.
Okay.
But for majors in arts and sciences or criminal justice education in those colleges, we don't require the SAT. But I usually suggest SAT to the students is because they are any which ways looking for a scholarship, right? So the scholarship is based out of SAT marks. If they're not looking for a scholarship, then go ahead, don't give the SAT. You can give the English placement test, and then you can give the math placement test of University of Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm. Sure. And there is another question from Abby. This is for the grad programs. What will be the average GRE and GMAT score for grad programs?
Um, so for most of the programs which are competitive ones, like business analytics or information systems or the other master's program, the average is about 310 to 315 in GRE.
Hmm.
And for GMAT, I think it's about 650 and above.
650 as well. Okay. I don't see any other question. Counselors, if you have any more question, please type those in the box. Mihika, right now I do not see any other question. Okay,
All right.
oh no. Okay, I think there is another question that's just going to come up.
Okay.
So there is another question from Abby. We have a transfer student with us right now. He has a BS in CS
Okay.
and with 3 years of work experience.
Sorry, BS in?
No, I think two separate questions, right? Okay, yeah, we have a student who has a BA, who is looking for a BS in CS, and he has 3 years of work experience, and also looking for a BS in science.
He's looking for bachelor's.
Right.
So what's his qualifications? Like, how many years of college has he done?
3 years of experience.
You said he's a transfer student, right?
Right, right. Yeah. 1 second, I will just make
So how many?
admin so that he can ask the question. I am not very sure about the details. Just give me a second. I will
Okay.
do this. Huh? Abby, I think you can ask the question directly to Mihika now.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, I can.
Hey, thank you so much for the wonderful presentation. I've been knowing Jonathan Weller for long,
Yes. Yes.
and then I met him in my recent visit to NAPSA. I have a
Oh
student
wow,
here.
that's wonderful.
What
Okay.
he has done he is it's a 12 pass, and then he did his first year. He did his first year bachelor's about 3 years ago. He left
All
that
right.
and then started working in a company in
Okay.
Mumbai. He got a bit of work experience in IT, and now he's looking
Okay.
for Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, either
Okay.
as a freshman or a transfer student.
Okay. All right. So what he can do is he would be considered as transfer student because he has 2 semesters of credits, right?
Yes.
Yes. So what he can do is he can apply as a transfer student, but then he would not be able to apply this year if he is looking for this year because July 1 was the deadline for transfer students.
For
He could
spring intake?
apply, sorry?
For spring intake?
No, so for spring intake as well is not possible. Because computer science only takes a fall intake. And the
Okay, that's interesting.
next availability is now next year for July 1.
Okay, and then you will be requiring the, the West evaluation of the
Correct.
transcripts,
Correct,
or you
correct,
do the
correct.
in-house.
Yes.
Okay, and then the student is also required to write the TOEFL and the SAT.
TOEFL, yes, of course. But if he doesn't want to write the SATs, that's also fine.
Is he gonna still get the scholarships?
No. So if he wants the scholarships, then he has to write the SATs.
Okay. In your presentation, you also mentioned that on an average scholarship is awarded as $9,000, right?
That's correct,
So
yes.
so is 9,000 average scholarship is after writing SAT, or it's like default for everybody?
This is after writing the SATs, or the other option of gaining scholarship is writing the English exam, which is TOEFL, IELTS or PTE, and then giving the university's math placement test.
Okay. And then another question is like for transfer students, do you have any other privilege that they could apply and get these scholarships, or like the student is on the undergrad level going for BS Computer Science has 3 years of work working in
Right.
one of the top
So
MNCs.
for him, I'm not really sure would this be a good option or not is because if you must have seen the computer science program involves the co-op schedule, which will
Mm-hmm.
basically take him 5 more years to graduate out of
Yeah.
the computer science program. Since he
Mm-hmm.
already has work experience, I think he should go for a program which does not involve this kind of a
Yeah.
thing. Sorry?
Go for. I'm sorry, you break up. So go for what?
Oh, he should go for a regular program because he has 2 semesters of credits, right? So we're not very sure that after his credits are evaluated, would it be equivalent to 1 year of credits or not? He might
Okay.
he might as well start from the start of the program, but that again will be
Sure.
decided only when his transcripts get evaluated.
Yeah, minimum 6 credits could be transferred then in that case if this is the story. So,
Right, but
okay.
then that also, yeah, it also depends. Would he be starting from the first year onwards, or would he be starting from the second year onwards?
Okay. Got you. Thank you so much, Mika, for this information.
Pleasure, pleasure, pleasure. So I think everybody has my details, right? My email address and my number.
I will
I
send.
don't, but I'm gonna take care of Mamri for sure.
Right.
Okay. Probably Namami can share my details with everybody else as well. Uh, Yeah, and so we're going to have, so I think I will have that chat with Namami, I guess. I'm going to do a call next week as well. Right, Namami?
Sure.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, great. So what we can do right now, so Namami, I also wanted to ask who's going to be the point of contact for us in Study Metro
Uh,
for, for all the events if I have to speak about or about any visits or anything like that. So who is going to be the point of contact?
at this point of time, I will be the point of contact of yours.
All right, great.
Yeah.
Okay. So any more questions?
Right now, I don't see any other question, Mihika. So if anything comes,
Okay,
I will anyway send your details to the entire team. So either they can
great.
you directly or through me, not an issue.
Right. Right. I would also like to kind of, again, base this. So the team here in India only works for the undergraduate admissions and does not work for the graduate admissions. Everything for the graduate student happens from the campus itself.
Sure.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Great.
Thank
All
you
right.
for the presentation.
Right. Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye everybody.
वेस्ट तो करवाना ही पड़ेगा. अगर आपको ट्रांसफर चाहिए तो आपको करवाना पड़ेगा. अगर आप किसी भी यूनिवर्सिटी में जाओगे, आपके क्रेडिट्स किस बेसिस पे ट्रांसफर करेंगे वो देखेंगे. एक साल की पढ़ाई विद ईयूएस इक्विवेलेंट कितने क्रेडिट्स ट्रांसफर